Okay, let me introduce you to Meatball. That is supposedly her stage name or her internet name. Laughing Philadelphia looting suspect. Meatball cries in mugshot. Why is she crying? Well, this 21-year-old, her name is Deja Blackwell, 21-year-old, gratefully live streamed the looting in Philadelphia to her 600,000 followers. She now faces 6 felonies. What was she doing? She was live streaming herself while doing looting in the streets of Philadelphia. Okay. So let's check out some of the videos and share some perspective. And then at the end, I want to share a few things with you that I think is going on here. There's a lot going on here. So let's take a listen to this.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is crazy. Oh my God! Yo, performance. What you a cop? You about to lock me up?
I ain't about to lock you up. What you doing, man?
What's up? Park up. See, that's what I'm saying. People.
I get the sense throughout the video, she's encouraging her friends to just loot and do crazy things along with her.
What's up, move? What's that? Look, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Justice in the city. What happened in the city? From what I heard, there was a young man that was shot. It was a Hispanic background. However, this supposed looting had no connection whatsoever.
Ain't nothing. Yes, we need justice.
Justice. Why is justice even the discussion here? Because here you are with a phone living in the greatest country in the world, and you're looting, encouraging your friends to loot store after stores for no reasons. Where's the justice for the business owners? They're looting iPhone store right now. Well, I want you to understand, she's saying she wants justice and everybody must eat. I don't know. I mean, why iPhone stores if you're hungry?
It's happening on my mom is happening. Oh my God, mama. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. This is real. This is real. God won. God won. God won. God won.
This looks like a security guard just filming the thing. Obviously, these people cannot really do anything to stop these teenagers. We have prosecutors who are protecting their characters and behaviors. You know, have to understand. These black teens, their parents were, their ancestors were slaves. So their behaviors is rightly justified, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Free iPhones. Free iPhones. Free iPhones. Look, security running.
Oh, shit, I saw it.
Yeah, next!
Yo, listen.
Next! We good now, your son doing fine. You can chill in the hood now. Keep your feet up. I'm about to run me some good now. Yo, what's that sound?
Okay, so I'm guessing, do you see the pattern here? This is a misrepresentation of black characters, black people as a whole, because most black people don't do this. But unfortunately, how are you going to escape the stereotype? Some people that I know will look at stuff like this and they will chuckle. They will say, huh, this is how black people behaves. Unfortunately, it's a shame. I don't see Hispanic doing this to their communities. I don't see white people doing it. I don't see Asians doing it. I don't see illegal. I don't talk about illegal. I'm speaking of legal immigrants doing it. I don't see West Indies doing this, but I see black people doing this. Now, we can ignore the skin color altogether, but it does really tell a story. There's something going on in the mind of our youth in today's culture that makes them feel somewhat entitled enough to carry this out and yet get away with it, not being addressed, I guess. And this is what the supposed woke culture and Black Lives Matter movement has resulted into.
What's that sound? What's that sound?
That's the
Oh shoot, everybody throwing free iPhones. Let me see the iPhone. Oh my God, I want that. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
We're smashing thousands of dollars of cell phones in the United States, for the greatest country in the world, one of the best places for black people to live. And we're crying out injustices because we are hungry and thirsty and everybody must eat. Yes, let's try to make sense of that.
Oh my God, go to iPad too. They check the iPad too. They check. Oh my God, oh my God.
These phones, bro, y'all gotta break it. That's what they tracking us, bro.
So they're tracking us. Well, you went and stole the phone. Here's my question. Where's your mommy and where's your daddy? It seems a lot. One of those parallels when you study some of these behaviors. One thing you notice very clearly, there's a broken home in many of these families, and it's bigger than broken home. I know there's a spiritual condition as well, and there is a way that they are thought. And I think when you consistently tell young people in this country that they are a victim, the system is against them, there's white privilege and stuff like that, you consistently teach them this message. This is the result. Because in the United States, that's really not the case. So when you teach people stuff like this is the result. And I did a video yesterday about some black people who decided to pack up and leave the United States and went to different parts of Africa. But many of them came back because they realized over there, things are not as good as they are over here. And they're like, listen, it's difficult to get a job. The things we take for granted, even ordering things on Amazon, doesn't come home. You may be months, and so waiting for your item to come home because of your addresses and so on. The different privileges that we have, the different freedoms in the Constitution we have in this country, the many different opportunities that you have to prosper and make something out of it with yourself, the education system, the ability to make money, just not even having a large degree, a big degree. You can really do a lot in this country. When they went to these other countries in Africa and different parts of the world, supposedly to escape racism in the United States, they came back home because they realized it's not that simple. And I wish more people who had an issue with this country would just pack up their bag and leave.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. Ain't nothing. Oh my God, all these iPhones. And they still going on. And they still going on. Put that shit.
To put it simply, these are agents of chaos. These are not people who are hungry, who are hurting, who are starving, who are doing this. People who are hungry and starving and hurting, there's people like that all around the world, in different parts of the world, that are starving to death. They don't go out stealing and robbing and killing. That's not really how they actually air out their grievances. But in this country, we supposedly are so privileged. Even as black people, I will say there's more black privilege than white privilege, if anything. The fact you can actually do this and carry it out and record yourself, and you know that this video is going to be live and people are watching this and cops will be checking on you, and you feel entitled enough to do this, it tells me there is no such thing as racism in the United States. There's no such thing as this idea they are out to get us. You don't fear white supremacists. You don't fear the police. You don't care about the system. You are entitled. You're a child and you're making bad decisions. You're acting dumb at this stage of your life. And I understand being teens and having friends and influence. Sometimes we make bad decisions, which is completely understandable. But however, these behaviors must be addressed. Okay, law-abiding citizens and business owners should not have to suffer by the behaviors of childlike, really irresponsible teens. But here is the other funny part of the video. When cops came in, you got to listen to how she addresses the police for doing their jobs. Take a listen to that.
Okay, don't touch him. Oh my God, record this. 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 Record this.
Look, they had me.
Record this. Record this. No, get off me. Record this, mamas.
I socked the shit out of him in the ring. He had me.
Everybody keep your phone out. Keep your phone out. Everybody keep your phone out. Everybody keep your phone out. Keep your phone out.
I was in there. I had all this shit.
Out here because you cops. Keep your phones out. This is why we out here, because you cops don't know how to keep your hands to yourself.
You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So we have a bunch of teenagers, right? We're going to call them young scholars, agents of chaos, black teens out of control. I don't know what you would refer to them as. However, they are teens. They are out of control at this stage of their lives. So, however, as soon as they're being held accountable and responsible for their behaviors, they cry victimhood. She cries victimhood as if she is, and this is the problem with, I guess, this Black Lives Matter movement, this constant message that black people are the victim in this country, this constant pandering to black folks, trying to supposedly address racism. This is the result of critical race theory. This is the result of Black Lives Matter movement. This is the result of the Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson messages, this digging for racism, discrimination kind of nonsense we always talk about in this country. While the behavior of black people are so deplorable, at least these black teens are deplorable. Let me be specific, not black people. Black people don't speak. The majority of us don't talk, don't act like this. So this is the behavior of teenagers who lack common sense, who are not being held accountable, who have nothing to do with their lives. They are either bored, or they are either brainwashed, or they just spend too much time on social media and looking for attention, or this is the result of broken homes. And the fact that this is tolerated in our country is even more sickening.
Free y'all, we got the next door. Ain't nothing.
You see, so while the cops are arresting some of them, she hops in her car to go to another store to encourage more looting. This is the thing. So how do you expect people to look at black people when some of you are acting like this? You have to really answer that question. You don't think people are gonna have a stereotype they're gonna frown upon? They're not gonna chuckle when they think of you as black people? I mean, this is not a good look. And that's the elephant in the room here. Asians are not doing this. West Indies are not doing this. Hispanics are not doing this with their communities. There may be a few Hispanics among the bunch, but I don't see too many either. But white people are not doing this. Well, who's doing that? Black people are doing that. They're the one trying to do this in these larger cities. That's why they will never do this in a small town. Oh, no. That will be a different story. And again, my job is not to condemn, it's to point out that we have a problem here. We have a serious problem in our hands. And if you know the end of the story, she actually ended up getting locked up. By the way, the system is so, I don't know what you would call it, because she's out of prison. As of right now.
I just want to say thanks to everybody that, carry for me. Ain't nothing, never been nothing. I never been through nothing like that ever in my life. I don't even know what happened. Like,
you don't know what happened? We know what happened.
I need some sleep. I'm scared. I'm traumatized. Never again in my life. Like, seriously. I'm tired. I love y'all. They put the cheese sandwiches up in the vent just so the air could stop coming in the cell. Like,
whatever. Here is the thing. So at the end of the day, after she did all this stuff, she eventually did get locked up, but she's already free. It's only been 2 days after this.
My sis.
We fixing the gas.
Oh shit, they coming near me.
I told you.
Yeah, they stopping us.
Get off live. I told
They
you.
stopping us.
I told
I'm
you
not
to get
staying
off.
here.
Back up, bro.
We was getting gas.
No, bro. Let them.
Yes.
We getting gas.
Yo, what are y'all doing? We don't got nothing to do with this.
Well, anyway, she spent a few days in prison and was right back out. You understand. The system, I'm pretty sure some prosecutors, some Joe Sorrow prosecutors is going to justify the behavior and eventually give her a slap on the wrist. They don't make an example of some of these people, and I think some of these behaviors should not be tolerated, whether they're all young teens and so on. At the same time, we do need to consider why they are doing some of this. If I were to be honest with you, I think fatherlessness is problem number one. I think some of our teens today, because they don't have a father present in the home, that's an issue. None of my sons would behave like that. There's no way you could do that and come home. You understand? Like, you will have a talk. I will go from smiling to frowning. They know, and my boys will not even dare. Okay, so they get in trouble for saying the wrong thing. I don't have to tell you. If you come home with a bad grade, if there's an F in a class, that's trouble. You lose privileges. Things are cut off. We don't play certain games around here, so some behaviors will be definitely put in check. But over in this country, there's been a pushing to destroy the nuclear family. A lot of our black homes are broken. Over 75% of them do not have a male figure present, a father present in the home. So that's a problem. Mothers cannot do it all. So, but we also have this consistent pandering to black folks. There is this also victimhood. The more you speak of victimhood, the more you justify these behaviors. Because the more you tell black people that whatever they do is okay because their ancestors were slaves and stuff like that, you're a victim to a system. Well, they turn around and break the system apart, and that's not helping. And third is the fact that these soft on crime policies from the Democratic Party is not a good look. So when people behave like this, they should be addressed and dealt with the fullness of the law. And I don't say that people should condemn all of these teens, but there should be some time in prison. You gotta make an example out of a few of them. At least you need to address the behavior so harshly that others will look back and say, "Why, we won't do this again." But again, you have all these supposed prosecutors in these inner cities who are not really doing their jobs. Part of their genre is to protect black character while they are destroying businesses for whoever, the deep state, I guess, these albatross, these supposed administrative state, who knows. It seems like there's something like that going on here as well. And I will say this is the real issue here for black people that they need to address. And I wish more black people would raise their voice against this. Don't look at this as Christian and conservative are calling out and speaking against black behaviors. No, these behaviors ought to be condemned because it doesn't represent black people at all. It needs to be called out, and we shouldn't be ashamed of saying that. I'll be honest with you, the average white or West Indies or Asian, they're already thinking those thoughts. They're already saying, look how these black people are acting up. Look how these black teens are acting up. They're already saying it. So even though we might want to cover up and act like this is not a major problem, we should just overlook this issue. Not smart, not wise, because it doesn't really fix anything. And I think there could be so much more going on here, but a lot of our black teens in today's culture have been bamboozled. They've been lied and deceived. And there's a sense of entitlement. They feel like this is okay to do. They get the sense that if I do and carry this out, there is no accountability, no responsibility for my behavior. So therefore, I can do the worst as I want to do, and I'm rightly justified for doing it. And this is why she has the boldness and the cojones to actually record herself while carrying out these criminal behaviors. That should not be tolerated under any circumstance. So. Okay, if I may share a word of encouragement to our teens, but I would say to those who are doing their job, the policeman, stick to your gun. There needs to be accountability. But if I may appeal to the teen, I will say, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that we may prove that which is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So there needs to be a transformation in the minds of our youth. And I think, and I know that he's going to take the gospel of Jesus. He's going to take the proclamation of the gospel. He's going to take the truth to be proclaimed to them in a very honest and loving way. But that's what they need to hear today. They don't need to hear any more lies. They need to know that these behaviors are wrong. God condemns these behaviors, and they need to turn and repent from this. It's going to take some Christian to do that. So it's more than just locking them behind bars. That's not going to fix the heart, and it's not going to transform the character. Being behind prison can sometimes help you. It gives you a moment to think about your behavior. And sometimes it gives, sometimes God can reach and communicate through people that are behind bars and then those that are free. So you never know. This will work out in a positive way for them. But anyway, a lot more could be said. I would like to know from you, what do you think this is what's going on here? Why do you think these teenagers are doing that? Why majority of them are blacks? Why as soon as they put these people in prison, they leave them back out? I would like to hear from you. What is the solution here? What do you think we should do and advocate for as a people to bring about change? Because this is not okay for business owners from my perspective. And I would like to see something done differently. I would like to hear from you as well. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for listening. Have a good one. Bye.